Shock the system.
We are live, Jamie. You're sideways. What's going on, everybody?
I was not prepared.
The wait is finally over, world. Wow, but was it worth it? Now, Ali is here tonight. Ali is going to be fielding the comments and letting us know who is there and who is commenting on the show. I am still doing some sharing. I had some seat problems with me tonight. I couldn't.
Still does.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know what the
want
hell.
to hear Ali's opinion, though.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. By all means, Ali's going to give his opinion. Ali, why don't you give your opinion first? And that way you can get to the comments and let Jamie and I, who are representing tonight, by the way. And
I'm the ultimate representative, just saying.
Well, I'm wearing, Rose told me I should wear red and gold for Wonder Woman tonight. So that's why I'm wearing red and gold.
Amazing.
I know she is. She's just amazing.
We love you, Rose. Hey, Viva.
Hey, okay, Viva. What's going on? Okay, Ali.
I can't see. Wait. I can't see comments. So.
There.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, I will be reading the comments. However, due to the fact that something we were talking about, I know a very divisive movie. I am not going. So let's keep it a little positive. I will read your comment as long as stay true to the dialogue that's going on at hand, because I will be more focused on the conversation. But yes, I will read your dialogue, but you know, be a party pooper. So basically, what I thought of the movie was, when I saw it, I knew it was. I wish my two. I'm sorry, Kelly. I wish I could have done something back about your 2.5 hours. I'm sorry, Kelly. I know. Well, that's what I'm about to say. I automatically knew this was going to be a divisive movie, a divisive, either way. So,
I like divisive.
Yeah, I like divisive too. But I had a feeling that a lot, and mainly you, Jamie, you're the one that came to mind. I'm like this. I got a feeling Jamie not gonna really be thrilled with this movie. I just had a feeling, and when I talked to Lou, he told me that he mentioned it. But I will say how I felt about it. It was very much like Richard Donner, and I feel if you were a Richard Donner Superman fan, you would be a little appreciative of the film. Also, what I felt, there were a lot of scenes in here that were made for the theater, mainly the mall scene. I heard a lot of people. I watched a couple of reviews, and a couple of people said that they didn't understand the whole mall scene, the cartoon sound effects. Like, well, that wasn't for mainly you. That was for like mainly the kids, i.e., the little girl that were watching. We're representing all the little girls that were coming to the movies. That would come to the movie with their mommy and daddy dressed as Wonder Girl. So you mean it's divisive, but you know what? I do think after this film, they said they did green light for a sequel. I mean a third one. Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot are signed on. However, I think we need to move away from the Richard Donner influence. Just because of this. I mean, it was great for the first movie. I enjoyed the second one. However, I think it's time to just move away from that and step into more modern era. And that's my piece. And now the stage is yours, guys. I will be going to the comments. Hey, Kevin.
Right.
Hey, AJ.
All right. Well, yeah. You want to go first, Jamie, or you want me to go? Because
I'm gonna be the grand finale.
Oh, okay.
I have been getting so many messages and so many comments asking what I thought, and I have not said a word to anybody except for Kevin at work today. He's the only one that knows.
Oh, first time viewer, Kevin. Okay.
Kevin, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Ali just said, very Richard Donner-ish.
Sorry.
Very Richard Donner-ish. And I am, as we all know, I'm a huge Superman fan, no duh. And the Superman films from Richard Donner, Superman 1 to Superman 2, some of my all-time favorite films. Everyone knows how much I love Superman. I mean, he is my patron saint. I totally dug this movie. I was watching it again while I was eating dinner tonight so I could pick up some Easter eggs. I found a Gorilla Grodd Easter egg and my second and a quarter viewing, I guess.
When you say Gorilla and Grodd and eating, it kind of felt like you won. It kind of sounded like something else you found it, but we'll keep it going.
Okay. Yeah. Now, the mall scene was very, very much the whole beginning of the film when you first see Wendy was very much Richard Donner. Now, from kicking the Trans Am, I was digging the 80s vibe. I was digging the 80s type music. I was digging the clothes. I was digging the hair. I just loved it. I mean, everything about it. Now, granted, I did see this Christmas Day, not on HBO Max. I do have HBO Max, but I went to the theater. I had to. I mean, I got one hell of a kid. Cody got tickets for us. We saw it. Jamie, the only thing that was there, I wish you were there with us, and I told you that. Okay.
I know.
I came home with the bucket. I came home with the 2 cups.
You just need to go again to get me a bucket and cups.
Yes, I know. It was amazing on the big screen. That's what I was sitting there. I was just boom. Again, Wonder Woman back on the big screen. I was a kid again. I just loved it from beginning to end. It was just what it was supposed to be. Yes.
Hold up, guys. Hold up. Before you say anything, Lou. Just gotta say something. There will be spoilers, people. I don't want you to say that.
I did put that in my
spoilers.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to shut it.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, big disclaimer. There are spoilers because
yes,
we're gonna
definitely.
dig deep, so
the version of Maxwell Lord that they used, I'm kind of not digging that version. I like the scientist, entrepreneur type version, not the con man version. Now, those of you,
Lou, because of, and this was my kind of gripe about Maxwell Lord also was, I'm a little tired of. I'm not a big fan of him either, but I'm a little tired of the whole depiction of Donald Trump. It kind of felt like, like everybody's like, it did feel like everybody kind of pulling from that character.
Okay. Maybe that's why they went with this version of Max Lord, but you have to put it this way. In the comics, Wonder Woman killed Max Lord, but if you watch the movie, they did not kill anyone in this film. Plus, Wonder Woman did not use the sword and shield. They totally took that away from her, okay?
I completely forgot about that sword.
Yes. So they didn't use the sword. They didn't use the shield. It was brilliant. It was brilliant storytelling. In the whole beginning, so much Superman the movie, so much Superman 2. I just loved it. And yet they never called her Wonder Woman. Okay. Now, I also saw some comments. I was reading a lot of comments here and there. And of course, when everyone was renouncing their wishes, Cheetah doesn't, because she, Wonder Woman and Cheetah, Diana and Barbara were always started off as friends. Barbara always thought Diana pitied her. And if you really think about it, if you go back to the comics, volume 2, issue 4,
it has a number.
I know. Early number was the first appearance, modern age of the cheetah. And even if you go back to the very volume 1 first appearance of the cheetah, they, it was, she pitied her. She always pitied the cheetah. That, at least that's how I read it in the comics. She always pitied Barbara, and Barbara wanted nothing but to come out of her shell. So this is where I'm also comparing Wonder Woman 84 to Batman Returns. It's the same exact thing. No one paid attention to that version of Selena Kyle until she became through this metamorphosis. This movie is a perfect homage, okay, to the Superman movies and to Batman Returns. I absolutely loved it. And I loved how it went through the entire year. You got to pay attention. Started off the summer, went to the 4th of July, ended in Christmas. It was perfect. There was a long timeline that they had there. Okay. It was just brilliant. Now, the cheetah herself, she did not renounce her wish. She still is the tortured soul. She still wants everything because she was always bullied. She was always picked on. She was always just pitied. And she told you that in the movie. When Diana and Barbara went out, she goes, I can always hear them talking behind my back. They're always telling stories. They don't think I can hear them, but I do. And you have to sit there and you have to think about it. If you were given that opportunity for that wish, would you renounce it? No, hell no. I know you wouldn't do that. You're a damn liar if you said you would. The movie was brilliant. And how did Cheetah look? I thought she looked great on the big screen. On the big screen, she looked great. I don't know about a little TV, 50-inch, 75-inch. I don't know how she looked there, but on that big 8XD screen that I saw it on, she looked fabulous, or dare I say, wonderful. Well, I just blew me away.
Well, I would maybe go with perfect.
Lou, me and Lou did talk about that. That was like my one gripe about the whole the movie. About I wish they would have that relationship, not just like have been like so like all of a sudden like, oh, we're friends now. Like, no, I wanted that to be something like she been around there for a while and Barbara been around there for a while. They had like they had their friendship bond going on, and and then you could have fed off that whole pulling her out of her shell kind of thing. Not this whole all of a sudden she meet Diana for like a brief minute and like and all of a sudden now she want to be just like her. Like, you don't know anything about Diana. She might be a freaking psychopath.
Exactly.
Like she might go home, eat boogers, and like poop on the floor. And you say I want to be just like Diana. Like, you don't know what
Aren't you supposed to be reading comments?
Wait, isn't that what we do?
I'm sorry. I'll read some of the comments. I'm going to start with
one thing. Hold it.
Okay,
hold on 1 second. The one thing that did bother me was Wonder Woman is supposed to be pure of heart. Okay, she's supposed to be, the embodiment of love and compassion, but she kind of used an unwilling man and kind of raped him. That's the only thing. I was like,
go there too.
I was like, whoa,
I just heard this story. I just heard the same comment from two other
really?
videos. Yes.
That's how I felt. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, Gal Gadot. Possess my body you want, and that means I get with Gal Gadot. You hear me, spirits up there? As long as it's consensual, and you and Gal Gadot, hey, take it. It's cool. I ask that you record it so I can show all my friends. Like, hey, look, guys, look, I was Gal Gadot. I got here.
Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Wow.
Jason, I want to start with Jason.
Okay.
Jason said, "I love it."
Can you put him on the screen?
Yep, I can do that. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Little Giants Comics.
We are living in a time where this can even happen, and I'm okay with it.
Ooh,
I hear you.
Okay.
I'll read one for J-Bo. J-Bo said Cheetah was horrible in this movie.
Horrible in the new movie. Well, was she horrible in the old movie? Because I don't remember her being in the old movie.
I think he's just in this movie.
I think he did talk about the cartoons. Okay. J-Bo, so you calling Wonder Woman a liar, Lewis? She renounced her wish. Okay, J-Bo. Okay, I think LOL, haha. Okay. We're not going. Okay, let's go with Bob, Sally.
Oh,
I
Bob's-
would have preferred they left Chris Pine out. I'm kind of with Bob right here, out of it, so they could have focused more on Kristen Wiig.
Well, you needed to have Wonder Woman.
I gotta read Will. I'm glad you said it. She me too'd a guy.
Yes, she did. She did meet to a guy. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Bob, they needed to have Steve Trevor in there because you saw Wonder Woman's, her heartbreak. They needed to have him there, and you just needed it. You needed to have him there, plain and simple.
I don't think he really did.
Yeah, I do. I do. You needed to have.
I mean,
Steve Trevor there.
with the wishing thing, okay, it made sense. But I mean, no, they didn't have to possess a body. But just saying.
What's AJ? Can we talk about the what?
The Skinwalker. The Skinwalker. Basically,
okay.
talk about what Lou just said.
Yeah, I can't read it. My thing's too far away.
You're talking. I think AJ's talking about when Cheetah became the actual Cheetah.
No, I think he talked about Cheetah, or I'm not sure he talked about Cheetah. He talked about when Steve possessed the body.
I think when Steve possessed the body.
I think that's what he talked about.
Wait, so I can join in the conversation.
Yes,
Yes,
I want to give my. I know Ali thinks. Ali thinks. I didn't like it. Well, in so many words. Lou, what do you think?
Well, because of our text messaging on Christmas Day, Christmas Day night, I told you already that I loved it. You said that you really wanted to, but you had too many distractions. And now I'm thinking that's also what a lot of these people that are watching it at home, did they have distractions? Did they have a dog barking? Did they have a cat jumping at
but here I'm gonna say I was extremely disappointed.
Okay, why?
Oh, and you let AJ down. Oh, AJ Chamberlain says, "Amy, say you loved it."
Love it. I wanted to love it. I wanted to love it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But even though I was cooking Christmas dinner the whole time, and my Wi-Fi went out, and I had to do a factory reset on the modem in the middle of the movie, so there was definitely other factors in play. But this movie did not give me any of the feelings of empowerment and excitement and anything that the first movie did.
Well,
none of it. And that's what made the first movie so good to me. And I know that this wasn't supposed to be like a spin-off of that, but it was, I don't know how to put it, like, it was a really long movie, but it felt rushed at the same time. There was too many like holes in the plot and things that didn't make sense and didn't add up. I didn't like Max Lord's character. I didn't like that oil tycoon, like swindler type of feeling he had, and I absolutely hated the way it ended.
Okay.
With her giving that speech thing. I hated it. I would have her rather had killed him, honestly. Like even though that's not like the Wonder Woman thing, but I absolutely it didn't fit because she's like screaming, in this vortex thing, and she's like, at first I'm like, who is she talking to? And like she was like just so calm, and it just was weird to me. Like there's a lot more things too that and we can touch on it now that I kind of told you how I feel like as we talk about the different parts, but it just was like not, I don't know. It didn't feel, I agree they should have focused more on her and Cheetah's relationship than the Max Lord thing. Like I thought she should have really been the focus of the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm with. I think they should have flipped that. They should have made it more of Barbara more so than Maxwell Lord. And then, then like
and
maybe
I even think that they could have done this movie without him being involved at all, and it would have been a much better movie.
You might be right.
Okay. All right. Well, Ali, what does Nick have to say?
Nick have to say, if I can find Nick, I think to understand Wonder Woman's sacrifice, we need to see her let go of Chris.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
and I
Chris
don't
Pine had to be in.
right, and that I agree with. Like that was an essential part.
Okay.
She could have.
What is it?
She
Hold
could
on,
have
Ollie.
let go of Chris Pine. She could have let go of Chris Pine by introducing a new love interest, and struggling to let
Yeah.
that person in. And
That's a good point.
That's something I would go with Lewis. I think
Yeah.
that's something that
And
like
it
that
would
could
have
have been
made
a way.
more sense.
Okay.
But and it wouldn't have had like it wouldn't have made sense as far as the wish aspect had they gone that route. Like maybe she could have just wished for like a new love. I don't know.
If they go through, if she, a new love would have been perfect. I don't know where I'm looking. A new love would have been perfect.
Left is right, right is left.
I know.
I'm
A
asking
new
you with
love would have been perfect. Well, wait a minute now. That
Okay,
would
go
have
on.
been perfect, especially with the Snyder cut of the Justice League coming out, because we all know Wonder Woman loves two people, Steve Trevor and Bruce Wayne. That would have been perfect to tie in the Batman mythos by
Go with
introducing.
Bruce. He got good credit.
Yes. Yeah, go with Bruce. He has good credit. That
And
would have been
I do
if he
like
was
the
for new
tall,
love.
dark, and handsome much more.
I'm just saying the brother got good credit. I mean, you can get yourself a house, you get yourself a new car. You ain't got no problem with that dude. Like they,
Yeah,
like,
she should have
I
snapped in.
agree, Javo. I get what they were going for because you can definitely tell, like Lou, I think Lou, you brought it up, how in the beginning in the mall scene, they were definitely gearing that towards the kids, especially with the sound effects. But I felt like all those parts where she's like they were kind of like hokey and like thrown in there, like it was cute, but then it was done like every single time she saved a kid.
Okay,
Like,
but,
okay.
all right, now let me get to that. Let me get to the reason why. Now, at the cut scene at the very end, Linda Carter did the same thing. That's called the. You should know. You should know this. It's the Themyscirian wink. Now, let me bring that up. I think I have some pictures of that I wanted to.
While
bring
you're
up.
looking that up, I'm going to read Bob. Bob Sally had a good one, and I'm actually with Bob. Answering the question, the studio executive made of them forcing the Chris Pine character back. I actually agree with Bob. I think the executive wanted Chris Pine back, regardless of the fact he died or not. And I think that really hurt the film.
Okay,
I think they lost a little faith in Gal Gadot acting ability, and like I get it, she can't be. I think a lot of Chris was saying that Chris Pine was helping to carry that. They did a Christopher Reeve act. Remember, they built around Christopher Reeve with like all the major actors, and I think this is one time they should have made an exception and say, you know what, Chris Pine is Steve Trevor is gone.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, we're getting hammered with Edwin Claudio, my childhood brother, right there. Edwin, one of my oldest friends in the world, says it could have been better. Yeah,
yes,
Edwin.
Any movie could be better. Dark Knight could have been better.
I mean, and it's not like I don't hate it. You know, it's not like. Suicide.
And now it's right there. Now Nick says it. Now here comes. Now this is going to be the whole debate of Marvel versus DC. Now, Ali, I know I'm doing your job, but Nick says it's kind of the same thing where Cap couldn't let Peggy go. It's the same thing. You're right. She could not let Steve Trevor go. Okay, same thing. There you go.
Yeah, but in that regard, I mean, Cap still made out with two hot chicks. I mean, he had Scarlet, and then he had and then he made out with her. Was it her cousin? I mean, her niece, which is kind of weird.
What?
It was Civil War.
That was her niece. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine that slow dance at the end like this, where they slow dance. He whispered in her ear, like, "You know, I made out with your niece, right?"
All right, now, Matt. Let me say, Matt. Bringing Steve Trevor back is keeping, what the first and second season of the TV show, but it wasn't exactly Steve Trevor. It was his grandson in season 2. Okay. It was the original Steve Trevor's grandson in season 2, not the original Steve Trevor. Just
Rex, give me a second, man. We're talking. Okay.
I know we're getting hammered here.
Marvel is better at it though. Okay. And it's a F movie for me. Okay, there you go, Rex. Okay, sleep tight.
Oh,
Good grief.
oh, and no, it's worse than Game of Thrones. Okay, wow. All right. Wow.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yes,
And that's
Rex.
I feel like this movie is going to be hit or miss, you know, and
Well,
I'm just like,
Jamie, what did you really want in this movie? Because I have ideas, but I would prefer hearing from you.
why am I so big now? um, I wanted to see more, just more, like more of her being this strong female person that she was in the first, like in this movie. And I get it why they made her, you know, them bringing Steve back made her, that was what she was giving, I guess, was her, I'll call it her Wonder Womanness, was the risk that she took when she made the switch. And I think that's why she like slipped off the lasso and like she was kind of like stumbling and all these weird things were happening.
Well, they said like it was a trade-off. Like
yeah, exactly.
You get
so
your wish, but you losing something in the end.
Yeah, but it didn't. I wanted to have that same excitement that I have every single time I watch the first movie. I didn't want it to be the first movie, but I wanted it to have the same feeling to it. Like this did not have those mix of emotions. I didn't have the excitement. I didn't have the sadness. I didn't have like that anticipation build up. I feel like what they showed on the trailers and all the commercials, like those were all the good parts. All the exciting parts.
We go back to our Richard Donner. This movie is exactly like Superman 2 when he gave up his powers and he got a butt kicked in the ball.
Exactly.
That's why I said they need to. It's now time to move away from.
Didn't even get her butt kicked. Like it would have been one thing.
In a way, she did. She wasn't able to block the bullet like she used to, and like she lost the lasso.
She said she was bleeding, and you know.
I mean, they showed sign of it when she was trying to rip the lock off, and usually she couldn't. It
took her.
Took like 3 tries to rip it off. So
it was a tough lock.
What?
That was a line from the movie.
That was what Trevor said. Tough lock.
I didn't know what he said. Oh, yeah.
You're welcome, Rex. We're just a little bit behind. We're getting hammered with comments from everywhere. And hello, Donald. Hello, Donald. Yeah, Rex, we're behind on the comments. We just want you to know that. I don't know. Maybe it's because people were just getting interrupted. And now, Jamie, do you think?
I really don't think it was interrupting. I really don't. I think a lot. As I said before, I think there are a lot of scenes here that were made for the theater. And it go back to what Jamie said. Yeah, there really wasn't that much empowerment in the film. For if you compare, like I'm thinking of the scene where the one scene I always say that caught me off guard in part 1 when she shoved the tank. I got on my chair like whoa.
Yeah, so, and I mean that was a good, that scene, and I think it's the one that AJ is talking about. When they were on the road. And they had the tanks and stuff like that. Like, it was good, but it definitely didn't have that no man's land feel to it.
No.
Well, okay. And it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think?
I'm just so disappointed.
Okay.
I don't hate it. Like, don't anybody think I hate it? Because, like, I'm going to watch it again and I'm going to buy it. And, and clearly I even got dressed up. And my costume still fits. So, that's a plus.
They all had a good question. And this is something I wish they would focus more on instead of Maxwell Lord. What the real question is, what god was the wishing stone attached to? I think that should have been the villain, Lou. Not Maxwell Lord. Whoever the demon was. Yes. And that should have been the final boss for Gal.
And I think that's a huge part of why I was disappointed, because you see him getting sicker, his eyes turning bloody. Like, I'm like, okay, what is he going to turn into? Like, what god is this that's going to take over? And then he just makes everybody wish, so he gets himself better. And I'm like, well, what?
All right, Rex says the movie isn't as bad as Justice League, but almost. Ouch. Rex also says, why not have Wonder Woman seduce Shazam. They are both gods.
Hey, let's go with something positive, okay? Let's look at Edwin.
Edwin.
I already watched it 10 times regardless because it was a DC movie. All right, Edwin. And AJ, when we can watch all three,
When we can watch
as a
all
complete
three
story.
complete story, it will make sense. The problem is
Thank you, Lou.
that it is incomplete.
It is, and it felt incomplete to me.
So, like I said, I think they missed out with the whole. Yeah, I would like to know more about this god, the trickery god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jabo says, because like Wonder Woman said, there's a trade-off for what you wish for. It takes a toll on you.
Yeah,
it
like
does,
I said,
and that's the whole point.
I dug that part. I really did. And I also dug the fact that she understood because she understood the concept of flying, she can now fly. I thought that pretty cool too.
Now, look, if we go back to the beginning of the movie, okay, with the whole tournament, and she goes, I can do it, I can do it, I can do this contest.
I love that. That was honestly my favorite part of the movie.
Okay.
Was the beginning.
That was setting up for everything. They told her, you're not ready. You're not ready yet. You have to move forward. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do that. So that's that's exactly what the whole story was about. So, and Rex, I want Jamie and Ali both to read this comment right there.
No, because I already told you we're done talking to Rex. Rex on it, 15 minutes.
Jamie, please, quiet, sister dear. My sister.
Lewis is always wrong, as usual.
Oh, that's not what it says. Rex Gordon says Lewis is correct.
What's this about? What's this one? Jabo said she ripped off Spider-Man, LOL, swinging through the clouds. Oh, okay.
No,
with the lasso and the lightning.
She was riding the lightning. That's what she was doing. Wonder Woman.
I mean, that was cool, and I did.
Rex,
and
I don't hate you.
I
hate nobody. Except Sally Mae. Because you won't leave me alone about the college room.
Oh, we're not talking about Sally Mae today.
All right, so Jamie, let me ask you this. You and I, we waited for this movie for a year and a half since we were filming it. We were
forever.
Yes, it would interrupt our normal shows because, oh my God, did you see this picture? Did you see this? Did you see this? Do you think that your anticipation for this film was just building and building and building and building, and you thought, oh my God, this is it?
I think there is that too, and that's why I'm still like, and I'm gonna kind of give it my Thor Ragnarok. I hated that movie when I first saw it, and now I love it. Like, the more I watched it, the more I love it.
And Ali just shut his camera off.
So, and I'm hoping, especially if I can watch it all the way through and not have to, fix my internet and make prime rib and mashed potatoes, and, but.
No.
Should I put on my Hella thing while I'm wearing it?
You'll be both.
Would that be against the law?
All right. So Jamie says, okay, so Rex said, yes, Lou, I'll read Rex. Lewis,
hold on.
We waited and waited and waited, and it's kind of got hyped up. Okay.
Okay, now wait a minute. Now hold on 1 second. I want both my brother and sister to both read this one.
Okay, show me who your brother is.
Read it!
Lewis has best
Lewis has the best analysis.
All Lou does is sit in his geek lair and think about this stuff.
Rex is
busy drawing, and like I have work and horse stuff and dogs. My dog
Rex
ran away
is cheering on because you're actually you're picking all his negative comments, and that he just having a field day with 15 minutes of thing.
All right, but seriously, I mean, let's ask a lot of these people. How many people? I want to see everyone that's watching right now comment the question in a comment. Just put the numeral number 1 if you saw it at home. If you saw it in the theater, I want to see the numeral number 2.
Well,
okay,
Lou. So I mean, if people live like where I'm at, there's not. I would have.
I understand that.
In a theater,
Lou, I really
there is not wide
man.
open. I think probably the closest theater is the one by you. Honestly,
Lou, I really don't think that was a problem, man. I think it was just
Okay,
it
well,
was
wait,
a hit or miss, man.
look at all the people that watched it at home.
I can't see ya.
Oh, okay, hold it. Whoa. Okay, a lot of people are putting one. Hey, Nikki's here in the house.
Matt said, I think the movie was good. I honestly think y'all are being far too critical. I was entertained.
Oh,
Well, and that's the thing. And I'm gonna say, like I said, I didn't hate it. I was disappointed. I liked it. I didn't love it.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's my, and like if I watch it more, maybe like,
I really
I'll
like
love it.
Rex. Who is Rex? Rex,
I know,
nice
who
to
is
meet
Rex?
you. I don't care. New fan. Let me.
Rex, who are you?
Lewis has a point. Yes, he has shown that many watched it at home. All right. See, yeah, I like Rex.
I think Rex is just agreeing with you because you keep posting his comments.
Yeah.
And hi, Nikki. How are you, darling?
I would have loved to see it in the theaters. I would have too.
I will. Once the theater is open near me, I'm gonna go see it in the theater.
You know what? We should, the three of us, unless Jamie wants to make the 2-hour drive, we should go see a Saturday.
I work Saturday.
Ah, you're working Saturday.
I just don't want to go.
I would go if
literally like
anybody out there want to go open the store for me on Saturday. Kevin, are you still here?
Rex, what are you doing? You feel like opening the store for her?
I would definitely drive 2 hours to go see it with you, Lou.
I'm president of the Lewis fan club. Oh yeah,
I believe it.
And we have another new viewer. Hello. Hold on. So
Motaz.
I can't call out of work. I gotta open the store. Then the store won't.
What's the subject? We're talking about Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman 84. What theater Saturday? Edwin, I'll text you. Edwin wants to know what theater Saturday. I'll let you know. And what store does she work? Edwin? Wait a minute. Edwin? No.
I'll tell you, she works at J.C. Penney's. J.C. Penney and Holyoke Mall.
I look like I would work at J.C. Penney's.
Bring a coffee.
Actually, if you're gonna bring me coffee,
bring 3 coffee.
No,
I like
pumpkin regular.
Go ahead. I'll see you Saturday. Maybe.
Yeah, Edwin, I'll give you a text. I'll let you know. You could drive up here, come to the Geek Lair. Yeah, no. Thoughts on the special cameo? I actually loved it. Now that was the funnest
I did too. I think he needs to be oiled or something.
I kind of like the cameo.
What do you mean?
I liked it.
Yo.
And I gotta say, like, she looks amazing for her age.
Always.
Yeah, plastic surgery does that.
Oh my god. Stop.
That girl, that girl's jaw was more stiffer than Tupperware.
What?
And J-Bo says, Ali, shut your pie hole. No,
J-Bo, guess what? I don't eat pie. So I'll keep my mouth open. Thank you.
Let me just say this. Now, a lot of people, I read people saying that they did not understand the Wonder Woman running thing. They didn't like it. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. Well, it's because, let me pull this clip up really quick. They paid homage to this.
And I did like the running thing.
Okay, so we all can agree they need to get away from that now. They done the Donna thing twice. First time they was a lightning in a bottle. Second time it was pretty much a mess right here. I mean, I'm looking at the comments, man. I'm seeing like okay, liked it. I'm seeing a bunch of. I got Motaz saying he disliked it. I guess he saw it 3 times. 3 times the charm. He decided he finally hated it. So, I mean, it feels like they need to get away from the whole Richard Donner thing. Like I said, Jeff John, he was like the main one that wrote the story. Everybody knows Jeff John is a protege of Richard Donner's. So maybe they need to go get a new writer for the next one. But and for the Linda Carter, I liked it, but like I said, I really don't want her being the third one. I mean, I don't think it will really be a good fit.
I don't think she would, because they only brought her in like she was the one that wore the golden armor. Basically, that was the character that.
And I hope you're right, but I feel like I'm hoping they don't try to give her like a main part in the third one, because like I said, I really want to fill in.
Doing that. I don't.
I dug it, but I mean, I didn't really. I was like this. I could have not.
I think it was just a quick little like surprise.
Shut up, Ali. Zip it. No. Whip it.
I don't know. I mean, I dug it. I love the Themyscira wink. She did the same thing, after she stopped. She said, oh, it's, all using the weight against it. Looks over, the wink. I dug it. I loved it. And I did love the mall scene. The mall scene was, to me, my favorite part of the film. It was very Superman-ish. I was just digging it. Plus, I really liked how she just wrapped up all the villains, threw them there, waited for the cops. That was
on the cop car.
Great.
I was taking one of them to die from that, man. I was like this. What the one in the middle that got crushed?
Nobody died in the movie. Not one person died.
Do you think that why they didn't have the sword? Because she does have the sword in another movie.
I think she didn't have the sword or the shield because it was a different villain. Okay,
I think the executive probably said, let's lean more toward the Richard Donner feel and bring Steve Trevor back. And I think that kind of killed it for a lot of people.
Early on, I read, and I can't remember, there was an article that I read that actually said why she didn't have her sword and shield, and I cannot remember what it was.
We probably talked about it, for crying out loud.
No, they wanted it. We did. It was like something like they wanted to show her
human
more
side.
that she doesn't need weapons to win a battle.
No,
basically.
Basically,
she doesn't need that type of violence with like the because she's Wonder Woman, so her weapon is like truth and
exactly truth and love,
truth
and love, and not so much hope. Hope is Superman. Wonder Woman is truth, love, compassion. That is Wonder Woman,
and that's why. And I'm pretty confident that that's kind of what the article said, which honestly, like, I'm fine with from a cosplay perspective because I'd rather not have to carry this stuff around.
Matt says, I felt like I was watching the A-Team TV show. Nobody died in that either. Very 80s. Well, yeah, that's why they called it 84.
You know what, though? Like, and here's my other thing. I love 80s music, and I feel like they could have really done a lot more with a lot of scenes of really good 80s music, and there's no songs that stuck out during anything that I can think of, like that. I mean, like, why they had such a huge opportunity with the music and they dropped the ball there big time.
Yeah, I agree. The only music that I heard,
I can't, and I'm gonna have to look up and I'm really big on that, the music in the background and during scenes, and I tend to remember. There's not one scene I remember that has a song that made it like, wow, they could have done that.
What was that movie that superhero movie that did have like a bunch of 80s? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy, that had more than just 80s. That had 60s, 70s, and 80s.
It just has good music, period.
I mean, like they could have took some notes from there. I think.
Well, see,
I think they missed
the
ball with that.
All right, hold on 1 second. Now I'm going to go back to the
new Call of Duty trailer has 80s music in it, and it's amazing.
Okay. All right. Rex says they did mess up on the music, and Guardians has all music. Yes. Let's go back to the Steve Trevor thing again. they brought it up when she was having dinner alone. She was sitting there and she was looking at all the other couples walking around. All right. And they were, hand in hand, going out on dates. Could have been Valentine's Day because they had all kinds of holidays going on. And she was all by herself. Even when a waiter came over and said, are you waiting for someone? She goes, no, I'm all by myself. Even when the guy said, hey, the taxi cab, we can share. She was like, no, I'm okay. It was this show. She was prepared, like Captain America, Aviva, to be alone forever.
Yeah, Captain America made out with Black Widow and Peggy's niece. Go figure.
In the comics, yes. But now,
let's read Aviva's comment right quick.
Okay.
The 80s artist saw the movie and didn't want to be associated with the movie. Actually, having good music would have helped make this better.
It really would have. I mean, a good soundtrack can just make or break a scene, honestly. Like, yeah.
Oh, and Rex says Black Widow made out with all of the Avengers. Oh,
okay, so Black Widow a little bit of a thought. Go figure.
And Daredevil, if you read the comics. I don't know. I just loved it. It showed a human side of Wonder Woman. It showed that she has a heart. She had a broken heart, and she was ready to give up everything.
We always knew she had a heart. Like that was evident in the first movie. Like,
but she was ready, like Superman, to give up her immortality, give up her powers.
I think saying that it shows her human side is definitely more accurate than her having a heart.
Okay,
but I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of the people, that as all the comments, a lot of ones were popping up. They all watched it at home. We all waited for this movie to come out. But it was just, by the time it got here, and it's like waking up in the morning and you wanted a Transformer and you got to go buy.
What? You know what?
That never happened to me. I want a Transformer. I got myself a damn Transformer.
And hold it, that I could watch it before I started cooking and getting on the HBO Max, and it's saying, "Oh, we're not putting it on till noon." Like, are you kidding me? That did annoy.
Okay, all right. Now look, let's see. What did Matt say? There were a lot of movie
cliches in the film.
Thank you for saying that for him.
Yeah, thank you. I thought I'd say glitches at first.
No, well, he got with the analysis because I almost said something else.
All right, AJ says
it will grow on me. I know it will because you guys obviously know, like, I am Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. And I do really need to watch it uninterrupted because really I was mashing potatoes and sweet potatoes and checking on a crime rib.
I enjoy that movie. No wonder.
I tried to.
I literally had to do a factory reset on my modem in the middle of the movie.
So you were already in an irritable mood to begin with. And then to see a movie that really well, hold on, Luca. There's still even though I enjoy the film, I will admit there are some glitches in the film. But
and I feel like
both, man, both.
Okay.
Some of the CGI in this one was just like,
See, I didn't mind the CGI. I saw what going on. I mean, like that kind of CGI was going to be tough and truffy. They probably didn't want to have another reenactment of cats. So, so they probably like this. Yeah, keep it in the dark.
Well, Donald, if you know what the reason was, let us know.
And it wasn't with Cheetah. Like, I actually thought she looked cool.
She did. I thought she looked fabulous.
And I'm really, really excited to see how some cosplayers put that together. I'm not even going to lie.
Dare I say, will we see Cheetah?
Okay, hold it. J-Bo says, Cheetah was a thing of nightmares.
I don't think so.
Well, you know what? She's supposed to be. She's supposed to be a thing of nightmares.
I thought it was kind of cool. Like, the way
I
that
felt it.
she didn't look horrible like Cats. Like Cats
No,
looked, and it could have went horribly wrong. Like
like I said,
on
I
the
dug
big
it.
screen, she looked fabulous.
I just wish there was more of it.
And I think it goes back to what I agree with Jamie. We really didn't need Maxwell Lord. We could have had like we should have wherever that. I know they can't get Loki. I mean, well, technically Loki is an open character, so they could use him, but they would got destroyed by Marvel fans all over.
But they said it was a Mayan god, so I'm sure there's some kind of Mayan god.
They're more than one trickery god. I mean, they just
okay. Well, if it's a Mayan, okay. Now, if it's a Mayan,
I'm pretty sure
god,
that's what they said it was.
If it is, she said it was an old god, but it did go back to the Aztecs. And
the Aztecs, that's what it was. Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't think of what the book was.
If it is the Aztecs, okay, then they're going to bring in Aztec, which
this was a god that just affected the Mayans, the Aztecs, and what was the other culture? Yeah. And so this god been around for a while.
The Incas, the Mayas, and the Aztecs.
And they all disappeared because they refused to rebuke their wish. So
it could be Cupid.
Cupid. See, that's something else they could play with. That would have been an awesome story. It could have been Cupid, and Cupid would have actually been the guy who named he gotta say back when to make it disappear.
Mixelblade.
It could have been something like that. I mean, I did think Maxwell Lord, he's someone that I would prefer would have been when if they would have had another Justice League movie and had him take over possess.
I gotta say, it did. I felt so bad for his kid.
Can I just say this?
Man.
The kid was the best actor of the whole damn film.
That kid was.
I gotta be real.
He was good. He really was.
I text Lou saying Wig is overdoing it with the whole woe and me motive, and then I'm like, listen to Gal, and I always say Gal is up and down for me, but I will say the kid was actually genuine. Like this, can we give the kid Academy Award nominee?
Whoa. Okay, we are once again blowing up with comments. All right. Okay, guys, hold it. Ali,
Rex, I'll read the one last comment from you. This will come out of my mouth. Rex says, "Stay strong, stay safe." That's the one thing I'll read about you, Rex. Now, go to bed.
All right, Rex. Thank you very much. No, I lost track because we got hit with all these comments all at once. All right, so let's go with Jamie because we are wrapping up pretty soon. Jamie, out of 5 Angrygeeks approved shields or stamps, how many would you give this movie?
Out of 5?
Yeah, 5 being the top of the line, as you know, and 1 being the disapproved.
I am giving it 3.5.
Ooh, very nice. 3.5 for Jamie.
That could easily. I don't foresee it turning into a 5 for me, but I do see it getting up to a 4. I need to watch it. What is that? I've been interrupted. Now that I'm deaf.
Okay,
I can't read lips as it is with masks these days, so don't deafen me, please.
Okay. All right, Ali.
Me?
How many Angrygeeks? Yeah, how many Angrygeek stamps?
I want to give it 3.
3.
Yes.
All right.
Like I said, I really wish they would have got away from Maxwell Lord and focused more on Barbara and Diana relationship. Yeah, somehow keep that little boy in because, like I said, he was the best actor of the whole damn movie. Have him selling ice cream. Yeah, there you go.
He was a cute little kid.
He just shows up randomly. He showed up in America, then somehow he's in Iraq, still selling ice cream. Like ice cream.
Alistair, yeah.
And Alistair, I'm gonna give it 4. 4 out of 5 Angrygeeks approval stamps. That's what.
Oh, see, so I wasn't that bad.
No, you weren't that bad.
I was just disappointed.
I gave it 3. I gave it the lowest score.
We should all go together. I think that if we
I just have to say my hair got really long.
Lou, after seeing Guardian of the Galaxy with you that time, I will never go to another superhero movie with you again.
Why? What does he do?
He literally ruined. I had to see the movie twice because every time watching it, he kept saying, They sold that from Green Lantern. They sold that from Green Lantern.
Wait a minute, you saw Birds of Prey with me, and you saw.
Don't
other
remind me. I
movies
tell
with me.
people I have not seen that movie. That how much I hate that movie. Everybody's like, "Have you seen Birds of Prey?" Like, never saw it. They didn't know that was a movie. Did I come?
You saw Man of Steel with me. You saw many movies with me, you liar.
Yeah, I told you I didn't like Man of Steel either. I thought Man of Steel was like this. Okay, I have an issue with Zack Snyder. He like a red meat kind. He is the.
Wait, you even saw Justice League with me.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I think he's the ooball of comic book movie directors. You know, anybody old enough to know who ooball was know what I mean by that.
I don't know. So, general consensus of Wonder Woman: should people see it, sit down, and enjoy it for what it is, or
yes,
absolutely,
yeah.
Like I said, I say like this.
It's a nice family movie. Like it's a to watch with your kids and that kind of thing.
AJ, what do I like? What do I like? Gas in my car and food in my belly. There you go. That's what I like. And a nice
Sally Mae.
Not Sally Mae indeed. Sally Mae, I came and did a girl named Sally. She said, "How you doing? My name's Sally." Like, oh, I got to go.
And apparently he likes Thor Ragnarok because he turned his screen off when I said I didn't like it at first.
Look, I don't understand that. Thor Ragnarok was awesome, man.
To be honest with you, out of all three of the Thor movies, Ragnarok is my favorite one.
It is mine too. It grew on me. But when the first time, I don't know if it's because I saw that and I think it was Justice League
Jamie, I think you will like it better watching it a second time. I also agree, Jamie.
So Wednesday I'm off, and I'm gonna watch it again on Wednesday.
Okay.
So I will next Monday. We'll see.
Next Monday, what we're gonna. Matt says 4 out of 5 for me. A soundtrack would have given it a 5.
I agree with Matt. I think they really
they dropped the ball with the music.
And with being WB, you think they would have a large music library, you know?
And I think Hans Zimmer was the guy, so that's surprising because he's usually pretty good.
Now, did you guys, before we wrap up, did you guys catch at the end of the movie where she met the guy again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What outfit he was wearing?
Oh yeah, the one that Steve's like, I would never wear this.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping that Diana was gonna look at her like, oh, we had that thing that night. You don't remember though. It's okay. I think she should have left it like that. Like he would be like, what thing? What? Oh, wait, ma'am, wait. It is then end credits.
Well, see, this is also a swan song because in Justice League, Bruce Wayne does mention Steve Trevor to Wonder Woman when
she almost got his ass whooped.
Yes, exactly. J-Bo says that the soundtrack would have makes the movie. Viva comes up. Hold on one second. Says, and what's up with the guy not being into her?
I think there was a little spark there with him. But
yeah, I think he was too, but he probably like this.
Yeah,
there's no way in hell I would have a chance with this
like
guy.
She's out of my league.
And I would nudge him in the shoulder like, dude, you only knew if you only knew. Smell your bed sheets. That's all I'm saying.
And with that, Jamie, please tell everyone where they can find us.
Oh God, Facebook, Instagram, at the Angrygeeks
show.
I can't even show. I'm just thinking about what Ollie just said.
Where can they find you on Instagram? Because we all have our own Instagram.
My Instagram that I never go on is at thatwonderwoman.1. You can find me there on Facebook too, or on my personal page.
She hit her location button too, so you can find out where she work at. So
Edwin, stay away. Edwin, stay away.
Says where I work on my Facebook.
I told you,
Edwin, stay away.
Show up at JT Penny, man. Bring the coffees.
Hey,
Ali, where can everyone find you? Ali, where can everyone find you and get a commission?
You can find me at Ali Montgomery on Facebook. You can also find me at NOINXO Nuenso on Instagram.
And I am Lewis Perry and these two cats are with me every week. We are the Angry Geeks. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at the Angry Geek Show. Or
Like the
you can go to
video.
our website.
Share the video. Tell your
Share the
friends.
video. Yes, please share, subscribe, hit that like button, please. And next week, we will announce the Angry Geek Show Cosplayer of the Year and who's going to get that box full
night,
of.
Donald.
It's me. I'm going to win.
No, you can't win. You have to help me judge this week.
This is the only time I dressed up this year.
You know,
Yes, I know. Oh my God.
You know, I want to watch Wonder Woman again just to see if Louis talking about the guy. Like, was he really forced? Was he?
I didn't say he was forced.
Real quick, my comment on that.
Yes,
in the
sorry,
beginning,
Jamie.
she says, "All I see is my Steve." So because she made the list, maybe it was clouded that he was even this other guy.
Well, see, okay, that's true because that is true because all she sees is her Steve.
She said, "All I see is my Steve." So
because she does look, he looks into the mirror and he sees.
Look, I'm just saying this. Gal Gadot. You complain about Gal Gadot. You know what? Slap yourself in the lip.
Anyway, that's all we got for this week. We'll see you guys next week when we announce the Angry Geek Show Cosplayer of the Year. We have 3 more entries to put on the website, and who's gonna win? You don't know. We will have a cosplay montage video with music because, as we know, music makes the video. And
let me pick it because you're gonna have cartoon theme music.
Oh, can I send my cosplay costume?
Yeah.
I'm going in my birthday suit. Angry Geeks out.
See ya.
Bye.